Construction News Tracker is presented by Caterpillar and produced by 4constructionpros.com. The very latest statistics show construction starts moved 37% higher in November from October, according to Dodge data. Numerous large projects broke ground shortly before the end of 2019 as non-residential building starts grew 61%, while non-building starts were up a staggering 82%, and residential starts were flat going into November. The November rise pushed the Dodge Data Index to 209, compared with 153 in October. Dodge Chief Economist Richard Branch says the underlying trend for the year remains intact and construction starts are settling back into a mold following 9 consistent years of growth. Meanwhile, the Commerce Department reports U.S. construction projects rose a solid 0.6% in November for the 5th monthly gain. It was led by home building, which saw a 1.9% rise, more than double the October increase. An Associated Builders and Contractors Construction Confidence Index produced in October shows 46% of contractors expect their profit margins to increase over the next 6 months. But that trend also reports a less than stellar outlook for staffing levels. Despite the large and growing skills shortage and rising cost of compensation, contractors tell ABC their profit margins will drop, which indicates a rising demand for construction services. Anirban Visal, the chief economist at ABC, says the industry is entering 2020 with substantial momentum, while abundant curves remain as the year progresses. Home building contract signings rose 7.4% in November, according to the National Association of Home Builders, as a positive sign for that industry. It's a rebound from October, and the Home Sales Index, which measures purchase contracts, signs in at 108.5, an increase of 1.2%. The Home Builders Association reports the biggest hurdle appears to be a lack of supply of new homes, as the market shrunk 5.7% to 1.64 million units from a year ago. The greatest growth area is in the West, followed by the Midwest for new home sales. ARTBA is projecting a 5% expansion in the nation's transportation infrastructure market this year. Chief Economist Allison Primo Black says increased investments from state, local, and the federal government should reach $300.4 billion in real market growth for the year. A 6% increase in the value of public highway, street, and related construction is expected to come in around $77.5 billion after growth of 19% in 2019. The ARTBA analysis shows continued growth over the next 5 years in the transportation sector. Likewise, from AGC, a late November, early December survey elicited responses from 1,000 contractors indicating a positive 2020 outlook. Project value increases ranging from 8 to 25% are anticipated in all 13 types the AGC survey covered, ranging from water and sewer, bridge and highway, K-12 school, transportation, and multifamily residential. The survey was conducted in cooperation with Sage Construction. Texas Central, the private company developing a bullet train across the Lone Star State, reports it reached agreement with Lane Construction and Cellini and Preglio to design, construct, and build the 240-mile line. The $14 billion agreement is another step in the process of building the bullet train between Dallas and Houston. You may recall a story back in August regarding construction of the Denver International Airport. That authority then dumped its contract with Great Hall Partners following a series of delays and disputes. Since then, authorities have worked to mitigate the situation and have hired Stantec as the lead design and Hensel Phelps as construction manager and general contractor on the $770 million Great Hall project. Digging is underway at the Las Vegas Convention Center for its underground people mover system. A 1-mile-long operation will convey convention attendees between buildings at the massive complex on the $52 million project. Officials hope that it becomes such a success it could be expanded beneath Las Vegas streets to reduce traffic congestion. About a mile of twin tunnels are being bored 40 feet underground and designed to connect 3 stations on the convention center's 200-acre campus. It's expected to be completed in 2021. It's become pretty comical along highways in Ohio as that DOT has implemented road signs with meaning. Among them is one that says, "Life is fragile, drive safe," a total reference to the movie A Christmas Story. Another Ohio DOT sign says drivers should stay in the right lane unless passing, as Santa needs the left lane for his express service. The Ohio DOT says the signage may seem flip, but they found that tying them to pop culture references makes motorists remember them and their meaning and change their driving behavior. In closing, since praise reassures individuals, it helps them neutralize doubts they have about themselves. This is Construction News Tracker, looking over the industry that makes the world a better place, presented by Caterpillar and produced by 4constructionpros.com. Follow us on social media at Twitter using hashtag Construction News, YouTube at 4constructionpros, and on Facebook at /4constructionpros, as the streaming web never ends.
Construction News Tracker is presented by Caterpillar and produced by 4constructionpros.com.